presentation, please. Yes, we do have some questions. So, if you are not aware where to post your questions, please visit jondebistro-docs. Okay, I see some questions here. The first one is, cooled containers gives a wrong sense of security where people think they are fully isolated when they are not. And what we can do to improve container security.
Yeah. So, I guess first things first, talking about whether things are secure or not, one of the first things I learned when I started working in security is that nobody ever says things are secure. They'll just, you need to look at the risks. So, for somebody running their own kind of personal WordPress site, the risks are different from, my bank. I'm more concerned that they treat my money more carefully than my blog post. So any kind of security conversation has to be taken in the context of what's at risk. I do think, when people are running containers, if they have in mind that they are virtual machines, they will have the wrong security model, and then it will make it difficult to assess risk. And it's one of the reasons why I kind of like doing this talk, because I think people know that really it's just processes. It gives them a better framework for then thinking about what the risks are.
That's good. We have one more question. What are the main difference between the different containers runtimes?
Okay. The main difference is whether or not there's a daemon running, and this has been quite a kind of controversial thing in the world of containers, and in many ways it's a little bit like there's religious arguments about how many angels can dance on the head of a pin. It mostly doesn't affect most people running containers in most environments. But there are those who feel that a container runtime should not need a permanent daemon running in the background. Docker does run a permanent daemon in the background for reasons. There are certainly people who don't believe that to be a good idea. The other runtimes, there's Rocket, but I think the future of Rocket is kind of uncertain since Red Hat acquired CoreOS, and CoreOS are the main maintainers for Rocket. And the future is really kind of leaning much more heavily towards things like Cryo, which is and kind of other OCI compliant runtimes. But it's basically, there's this thing called the OCI, Open Container Initiative, maybe? And it's defined a standard for these container runtimes, and it's kind of given the opportunity for people to step back and go, we're going to write these runtimes again from scratch. So they've taken all the learnings from things like Docker and things like Rocket and been able to rewrite the runtimes again. So in many ways, they're really well written. The other point is that for most people running application code, they shouldn't have to care what their runtime is, because they should all be just executing your code. I don't think application developers should ever need to worry about what the runtime is, because the point is, take my application and run it.
Okay. Which do you think are the major benefits of containerizing applications and drawbacks?
Okay. I think the benefits are many and various. I think one of the reasons why we've seen containers take off so dramatically is the benefits for developers themselves. So the fact that you can run code, you can run an image that runs on your server, and you can run exactly the same image on your laptop, and having that ability to kind of not have to worry about configuration, much in the way of configuration, not having to worry about things like build setups, just being able to share your tooling with other people by containerizing it. That's really very, very appealing to developers. But that's all about running containers on your laptop. When we talk about running containers in production, when we talk about running containers at scale, then I think we're having a conversation much more around is it suited to your architecture? If you're going to break your code into microservices, if you have a microservice-based architecture, then being able to orchestrate your code and just basically, again, you're an application developer, you shouldn't have to care. Here you go, orchestrator, run my code. Just run it somewhere successfully, and I don't really care where or how. And that's a very nice kind of outcome that is ultimately what we're trying to get to with containers and orchestration and things like Kubernetes. So I guess that's the end goal, is by containerizing your code, just being able to not worry about where or how it's run.
And do you think that industry should move into a fully containerized approach?
I'm sure not in that. I'm sure there will be use cases where containers don't make sense. I'm so kind of immersed in the world of containers that I probably know lots of cases where containers are really, really helpful. But I bet there are a ton of, particularly kind of specialized environments where maybe they're not so helpful or I mean, from a performance perspective, one thing that does come up is, from a performance perspective, they're just processes. So they're as fast as starting a process. It's hard to think of drawbacks, but I'm sure there will be some.
We still have time for one more question. If you want to add to the list, any other question, or if you don't, maybe you can come here and make it. No more questions.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.